A few days ago, someone left a comment on one of my videos, and honestly, it was one of the best PR questions I have received. The question was, how do you actually read and analyze news like a PR professional? Not just read the news, but understand it, find opportunity, and think beyond the headline. And I completely understand this confusion because when you are learning PR, everyone tells you read the news, stay updated, follow trend. Okay, but then what? How do you know if you are thinking correctly? How do you know if you are spotting the right opportunity? That's the difficult part. So today we are doing something different. No theory, no definition, no boring lecture. Instead, I'm going to open a real news story and show you exactly how I would analyze it as a PR professional. And here's the interesting part. I want you to think along with me. Don't just watch this video, participate. Because by the end of the video, you will have a simple framework you can use on any news story. So let's begin. The headline we are analyzing today is Meta confirms AI flaw allowed hacker to hijack over 20,000 Instagram accounts. Now, before I say anything, I want you to pause for a second. Answer the question. What do you think this story is about? Most people would say hacker hacked Instagram account, and honestly, that's not wrong. But that's not the only visible story. In PR, we train to look beyond the obvious. So my first question is never what happened. My first question is, what is the bigger story here? Because journalists already know what happened. Reader already know what happened. The real opportunity is hidden inside the bigger conversation. So when I read this article, I don't see one story. I see multiple stories. For example, story number 1, AI made a mistake. Story number 2, user trust in technology is at risk. Story number 3, can companies rely too much on AI customer support? Story number 4, online security is becoming more important than ever. Notice what just happened. One story suddenly became 4 different conversations, and this is exactly where PR opportunities start appearing. Now let's move to the second question I asked, who is affected? And I want you to think before I answer. Who actually care about this story? Most people immediately think Instagram user, correct? But that's only the beginning. Here's my list. Instagram user, influencers, content creators, brands, small businesses, cybersecurity companies, digital marketing agency, AI companies, data privacy expert. Now look at that. A single news story suddenly touches multiple industries. And that's important because every affected group can become a PR opportunity. Now let's move on to the third question. Who can comment on this story? This is where PR professionals start getting excited. And I'm getting excited too. So this is where, because journalists don't always need new information, so sometimes they need expert opinion on existing news. So if I were working on this story, I might think about a cyber security expert, an AI ethic expert, a data privacy consultant, a social media strategist, or a founder whose business depend on Instagram. All of these people have something valuable to say about this incident, and now we have potential media opportunity. But we are not done yet. Now comes my favorite part, finding the angle. This is where many beginners struggle because they think every news story has only one angle. It doesn't. Let's look at a few possible angles. So angle number 1, why brands should enable two-factor authentication immediately. Angle number 2, the risks of replacing human support with AI. Angle number 3, what content creators can learn from this incident. Angle number 4, why trust is becoming a challenge for big tech companies. Angle number 5, how business should prepare for social media account security threat. Same story, 5 completely different angles. And that's the beauty of PR. You are not changing the facts. You are changing the perspective. Now let's say I wanted to turn this into a reactive PR opportunity. So here's my simple pitch. Hi, Divya Bhatti, journalist name. This is the journalist name who write this article. Okay, who posted this story. So, saw a recent coverage of Meta AI-powered account recovery issue. Thought you might be interested in comment from Mr. XYZ, a cybersecurity specialist who believe incidents like this highlight the importance of a stronger verification process and two-factor authentication. Happy to connect if useful. That's it. Short, relevant, timely. Now, before we end, I want you to remember this framework. Whenever you read a news story, ask yourself six questions. What happened? What's the biggest story? Who is affected? Who can comment? What are the possible angles? Can this become a media opportunity? That's it. If you start asking this question consistently, you will stop reading like a normal reader and you will start thinking like a PR professional. And honestly, that's the real goal. Because PR opportunities are really hidden. Most people simply don't know how to look for them. If you enjoyed this format, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to analyze another news story, drop the headline below. Maybe this becomes a regular series on the channel. You can thank me later. Bye bye.